Well, my name is Nicholas Christopher Kringle Claus, but most people just call me Santa, like you'd said. Yeah, I stopped here in Coralville at the request of the Johnson County Historical Society, so we're here decorating cookies. Kids are checking out the choo-choo trains that are in the room next to us here, and they're also making some other Christmas crafts, things like that.
Can you give us an idea of how Coralville children have been this year? Have they been naughty or nice?
Well, I'll tell you. We made a stop through about a week ago, and we spoke with a few of the teachers in the Coralville area, and we just asked them if the kids were learning and studying and doing their homework, and that was a check, doing good there. We stopped by and we talked to some of the parents, just a few, and asked how their kids are behaving and how brothers are treating sisters and sisters treating brothers, and they're all doing really well. And we stopped also and we spoke to some of the soccer coaches in the area. It's a pretty big sport in Coralville for young kids, and all the coaches said kids are playing fair, so I'd say overall Coralville is a nice area for children.
So did you have trouble parking your sleigh?
Well, I'll tell you what, I was kind of hoping we'd have a little more snow at Coralville this year, but I'd say as far as sleigh parking, it went okay. Had to use the little less aggressive sleigh on the sled, but it was all right.
And how was your sleigh powered this year? Is it reindeer or?
Reindeer power all the way, traditional.
So, and can you tell me what Mrs. Claus is up to?
Well, when I make these visits to different towns and cities across the world, Mrs. Claus usually sticks behind and keeps the elves in line, make sure things stay on track. They work hard, but I think they play harder.
So she's kind of the muscle behind the operation.
She really is. I'm kind of a big kid myself.
As far as a year for presents goes, what do you think?
It's, you know what, there's a lot of different trends every year for Christmas, and I'd say this year is a big year for bikes, a big year for electronics. You know, years ago it wasn't such a electronic world, but lots of electronics, so.
How are the elves faring these days?
Never better. Always young little characters, that's for sure.
Well, it's great to have you here, and everybody in Coralville appreciates your taking the time to show up for us.
Well, it's my pleasure. I appreciate coming by.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's been a good stop here in Coralville, Iowa. I appreciate you having me. Merry Christmas.
Well, Santa has stopped in Coralville for this evening's Luminaries. This is the first stop at City Hall before everybody takes off and goes on a bus-guided tour. We have crafts for the kids, cookies and cider for the kids as well, along with some music from one of the choirs from the local churches that have stopped by as well.
was mayor for 18 years, and I've been to all of them. So. And I was on the council 18 years before that, so at least 36 years that I've been coming to the luminaries and coming to the Christmases of Coralville. So it's a great time around Christmas for the families, and it really gives us a lot to be thankful for.
Merry Christmas, Coralville!
And a very Merry Christmas to Coralville.
Hi, I'm Tom Pursoon. I'm the president of the Hawkeye Model Railroad Club. We've been in Coralville since 2006. We occupy 2,000 square foot of the museum building on Quarry Road. And what we're doing is building a model railroad that's a generic railroad across Iowa. The only part of it that's close to being realistic in terms of a location is Iowa City. We've tried to model the Iowa City Yard as it exists today. It represents a generic main line across Iowa, starting on the western border and going to the eastern border. It's a single track railroad with multiple passing sidings. And on our operating nights, we run it like a real railroad with radios for the dispatcher and the crews. And the trains have to watch out for each other and pull into sidings, switch industries and things like that. We have about 20 members. Our membership fluctuates a little bit, but basically that's it. They come from all over eastern Iowa. We have people from Cedar Rapids, Monticello, Iowa City, Coralville, and a couple of other places. We're all united by the fact that we really like trains. We like to teach about trains to others. So we are a nonprofit educational corporation whose mission is to teach about trains. We hope you'll come visit us. We're open on Wednesday evenings from 7 to 9 p.m. That's our usual meeting nights. And then most Saturdays from 10 till noon, somebody is over here, and you're welcome to come in and look around the railroad. If the door's not open, just knock. We'll open it for you. Today, the Hawkeye Model Railroad Club is holding its annual open house. We're open from 1 to 5 today, and anyone can come in and look at our trains. The members are present to answer any questions that people might have and to enjoy looking at the trains.
We're here to look at and run some trains. The trains, one thing is it's cool how they run, and one thing about conducting is you always have to have a good speed and know which track your train is on. Because if you're on a track that you're not supposed to be on, then it changes the whole route of the train. I've been coming here since I was probably in first or second grade.
The goals of our open house today is just to let the citizens of Coralville and people in the area see what we've done here. We're always working on the layout, we're adding things, we're making it better, and so we like to show off our handiwork. It's also a way to get people interested in model trains if they aren't already. We've had quite a few people come through today who have expressed an interest in model trains. They want to talk to us about it. That's what we're here for.
Hi, I'm Dave Bonson,
And I'm Roxanne Bonson.
and we're here on Valley View Drive, the Santa House, and we've been doing this for a little over 20 years now, and every year it's grown a little bit, and it's become quite the tradition in Coralville.
My favorite part of the display, I believe, I like the little, like the bows on the garage doors, like the little things that other people probably don't even notice. That's the stuff that I like. The little guys on the trees, just the little artistic things that are out there. My favorite Santa is the one on the mailbox. That one's Elvis, and he's called Elvis because he's holding a hymnal and he's singing.
I would say my favorite thing is the trains. I like the trains. Lots of the little kids like the trains, and they're a little different. They're made in Germany, and they're meant to be run in the cold at night outside, and they're usually very reliable, and the kids seem to get a real kick out of watching the trains. It started off simple enough, like so many things. We just purchased a small nativity set and a Santa with 2 reindeer, and then I would see another plastic Santa Claus, and they don't even make those anymore. They're called blow molds, and we would just collect, one of each, and we found all these, and just kept growing and growing. Same thing with the house, or the animation, the little houses, as people call them. We started out with the workshop, and that went over really well, and then we added the stable, and then finally we added the living room. The display goes every night until New Year's Eve. What I'd like to do is encourage everyone to come any other night than Isle of the Lights. It's the same display, and please get out of your car because you can't see the whole display from your car. You can't see the trains and the little animation and all the little special things that we have. So it's one thing to be in your car, but it's another thing to get out and look at everything, and the kids and everyone else will enjoy it, and so will we. That's why we do it.
My name's Gene Lutzinger. I'm one of the elders here at Genesis Church. We're here on the Isle of Lights, just opening the house up to everybody that wants to come by. There's sure a lot of cars going by looking at the luminaries tonight, and so we've just opened the place up so people can see what's inside. Well, we've really tagged along with Coralville, who's done the luminaries and the Isle of Lights for longer than I've been a resident in the area. And we feel like it's a great chance for us to just open this house up. I'll let people see it. They drive by it, don't really know who or what it is or what it's being used for. And it gives the public a chance to come in, have some great snacks, cider, cocoa, coffee, cookies, and to just kind of wander through the house and see the work that we've done in the restoration process. Well, the Big White House is open a lot. The easiest way to find out when it's open is to go to www.bigwhitehouse.com, and you can see more about the hours of availability. It's open in the afternoons, Monday through Friday. We have free Wi-Fi. We have a Keurig, and you can make your own coffee. If you're studying, if you're a student, or just want a place to read, those times are open. And then the other events are just scheduled with the various groups that we partner with. One event that's coming up soon is a Journey to Freedom exhibit where this entire house is going to be transformed room by room into exhibits highlighting the human trafficking that's going on, not just around the world, but actually in our state and in our town. And we're going to raise awareness to that through this 2-week event. We bought this house about 7 years ago and really had a heart to see it be used as a community, kind of a hub for events. And you'd be amazed if you ever looked at the church calendar, which is on the web at www.bigwhitehouse.com, of how many different groups we host here, like Narcotics Anonymous, AA, there's different counseling groups. A lot of different nonprofit and civic groups will come and either on a semi-ongoing basis, an ongoing basis, or a one-time deal. And so our job really is just to kind of coordinate the flow of that and the availability of people being able to use it. From everyone here at the Big White House in Genesis Church, we just want to say Merry Christmas to you and have a happy holiday.
I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you, Coralville, for having me. It's been a great time. Once again, Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays from the members of the Hawkeye Model Railroad Club in Coralville.
Happy holidays, Coralville.
from the Big White House in Genesis Church, we just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday.
Merry Christmas, Coralville!
And a very Merry Christmas to Coralville.
Merry Christmas, Coralville, from the Santa House.